Hello and welcome to Shitters and Shenanigans. Today I'm going to propose some ideas for TDX. The first thing I want to talk about are challenges, which are basically events but easier, I think. An example of a challenge can be defeat a game mode that has multiple enemies, a airborne assault, or what I'm going to talk about next. Water enemies are basically air enemies, but except for most towers can't target them, most towers can't damage them. What I mean is most water enemies have a hidden damage resistance to all damage types, and there's a type of enemy called underwater enemy which most towers can't damage at all, unless they have a stat called can damage underwater enemies. Yeah. Another thing TDX could have is movable towers that aren't air enemies. Basically, either a tank, a hoverboard, or make the hoverboard be able to move. Yeah. Another thing TDX could have are either aerial spawn towers, basically towers that hover on the path and spot and drop down towers, or an air enemy that spot and that drops down towers like a osprey. Not directly, but kind of like that. Another new thing I want for TDX are directional damage resistances, which basically think like enemies like phobias, which have that have a higher damage resistance from the front. Not that great, but yeah. Another thing I want for the TDX are open maps for the base game modes. The open maps on the game modes that already have open maps are pretty good. Most. Anyways, yeah, why not? Another weirdly unique thing you can add to TDX are that towers can crash into enemies if they are fast enough. For example, jet troop can kamakaze to the VX drone, or the helicopters can do the same. Probably not, but yeah, maybe. Another weirdly unique thing I can propose are towers that directly is placed on the path. Maybe like a unit that permanently is maybe like a permanent unit. Yeah. It could be dumb or hilarious, I don't know, but could be useful. Hello and welcome to Shitters and Shenanigans. Today I'm going to talk about some tower or enemy attributes that can be crossed over to each other. The first thing I want to talk about are damage resistances to towers, which are basically just that, damage resistances to towers or units. Yeah, what did you expect? Another thing you can cross over between enemies and towers are towers that give debuffs. Not a lot. There are no towers that do that, so why not?